Here at Ashburton, catching up with the clerk of the course, actually, Craig Wiggins. Firstly, hello.
Yeah, mate, how are you? Good to have you all around. It's great.
I've seen you a few times. I saw you on Tuesday. You were pretty busy on Tuesday. You do a fair bit of the clerking. How many tracks do you clerk at down here in down south?
Pretty much got all of the ones in Canterbury, and I do a little bit of work. Did the Magic Millions in Cambridge and the Grins race as well, and done a little bit of work with coaching Clarks down at Invercargill too. So yeah, we do quite a bit. The one I probably don't do much at Carrara, but most of the other ones here in the harness industry in Canterbury. Yeah,
enjoy it.
Oh, I love it, mate. Like been a rodeo announcer and always been a horseman. And when I got asked to do this job, it was time to step back from the announcing. And Ricky May and Judy May asked me if I'd have a crack at this, and I went, "Gee, that looks like good fun." I've always admired the clerks and what they can and can't do. So yeah, it's great to be able to do these little quarter horses that myself and Will bring to the track now. They they do the job really well, especially in the harness industry. Yeah,
it's an integral part of the industry. I think it's one of those parts we take for granted. It's the same as the barrier attendants. They'll be out there all day, rain, hail, shine, and we take them for granted. A lot of people, I think that's a lie. Most of the drivers don't take them for granted, but I think people putting a race or watching a race at home, they might just not even think about them.
Yeah, it's really important that we get them out on the track on time. The drivers there, that's really critical. Get that warm up and make sure that the day runs to schedule. But the real pressure comes on when there's something, somebody gets tipped out of the cart, and that's when it really happens. And it's important to me that we save the horses, and also set our horses up too. There's a lot of training goes on behind the scenes, so that we can actually do the job. I don't ever want to let my horse down by not having them trained up for it. So a lot of work in the background. This little fella here came from Australia. It's not a bad country, they tell me, but I've done a lot of commentating over there too. But he's a little barrel racer, and Will's got 3 or 4 horses. So that's a new one for him there, and I've got 4 as well that can clark in any day of the week. So yeah, it's pretty nice to have a good team behind us.
No, it is indeed. Rightio, you got your hat on there. Lean on the gate, talk to a mate. And what's your Facebook, Wiggy? What's it called?
Yeah, so it's Whatever with Wiggy. It's a charitable trust we started up during the COVID lockdown, and it was there to support farmers, and it's grown into a really good mental health campaign for New Zealand, and also America. I've just been over the States working with the fencing contractors over there. It's all about taking 5 minutes out of your day, get in your phone and catch up with a mate from days gone past when things were really good time of your life, and just check in on them, see how they're tracking. We know with depression you forget the last time you were happy, the last time you laughed, so it's really important that you check in on each other regularly. And also, just if you just take 5 minutes here a day and appreciate the mates that you've got, it could be just one of these fellas here, or a good Aussie commentator.
Well, I mean, I openly say I've had my own demons over the journey and all the rest, and that's exactly. Sometimes it's a matter of actually sitting down in front of a mirror, not literally, but just you're almost in front of a mirror, and just have that thought process to yourself. What is really bugging you, and if there is anything dead set bugging you, work it out one way or the other. Sort it out either if it's yourself, or more importantly, if you can't see a mate, go and see someone that can help you. Everyone has these demons. I've been there. You're not on your own. That's the one thing I'm huge on, is getting the message out there that people seem to think they see someone, they say he's switched on, he's got everything under control. You are not on your own. There are plenty of people out there with huge issues.
Yeah, and the racing industry is one of those industries that can eat people up and spit them out a little bit too. There's a lot of pressure. There's a lot of long hours, a lot of isolation driving down the road and stuff like that too. So and things just for the trainers, managing what the owners expect, and also looking after the drivers and all those idiosyncrasies that go on around that. Drivers wondering whether or not they've done the right move and stuff like that, and looking after their horses too. So it can be a bit of a dog-eat-dog in the mental health space. So it's a matter of making sure that you share the load. You can guarantee there's a whole lot of older drivers or even younger drivers that are going through the same things you're going through, and just by talking, there'll be some great advice there, people that have been through stuff and what you might be able to do to help each other out. And then we use an acronym here, CHUR. So CHUR is it's like chur bro. It's one of the sayings that the guys use, but it's about connecting, hearing them out, uplifting them, reassuring and referring them if you need to. So that's pretty much our mantra. Strong people make strong communities make strong people, and we've seen how strong this community's been with the Katie Cox appeal just recently, so it's been great.
And we will touch on it in a sec. One thing I do want to say though, I want people to be aware of too, it is not weak.
No.
That is the thing. Years gone by, it used to be weak that you had to go and get help. It's actually a sign of strength that you're man enough to accept it, and I mean that like we do ladies as well. But a lot of the guys seem to think that it's manly not to share what's going on, and I think sometimes you've got to be man enough to go and do it. And as I say, I'll openly put my hand up, openly tell anyone if they want to come and see it, and all the rest. The greatest thing I've ever done, and I will say that, like saved my marriage, saved my life, and it's one of the great things.
Oh, and also the people that are around you, they feel the effects of poor mental health or mental unwellness as well, and so it's not fair on them. But if you've got a broken arm or a broken leg, I can see the cast, but you walk in here, something's happened to them, but you never know what's going on behind the hat, so it's a matter of making sure that if you're worried about somebody, have that conversation, and we do a lot of teachings on how to have that conversation and make sure that if you are worried about somebody, you don't sleep on it at night, you actually do something about that. And it might take 1 or 2 times to get inside them and let them know that you have empathy for what they're going through, and then hopefully they'll talk to you about what it is, and then you can act on that.
Yeah, absolutely. And then the world's a better place, including the racing. Yeah. Katie Cox, the fundraiser you guys have done for that, outstanding. I think it was basically 3 days and you guys had stuff up and running. The answer is going to be no in a way, but I'm sure you must have been blown away by the support that you probably had a figure in your head. You said, oh, well, if we can reach that, we're going okay, but you must be blown away.
Yeah, look, we put it out there that Katie needed over $120,000 for the first round of treatment. We reached that in about 4 or 5 days. It's been incredible, and some big players have come on board. Intane gave us 25k, and I'm not going to mention everybody, but a lot of people gave upwards of $5,000. And Katie's just going. She said she's starting to feel a bit more positive about things, and pretty humble lady, Katie. And to go to Addington the other day with Greg O'Connor and his crew, the money that they raised there, it was great for her to see just how much support she's got. And it's just like the mental health game. Every little bit of support you've got gives you the belief and confidence that you can go forward. And talking to Katie, she's really, really, really grateful. But it has brought the whole industry together. At the moment, without the stuff that's gone on at Addington and the horse auctions and stuff that are going on at the moment. Yeah, tomorrow I think it is. Yeah, closes tomorrow. There's $200,000 in the bank already, and all that other stuff's got to come in on top of that. But Katie needs it. She's not training any horses at the moment. She's got bills that just general bills and mortgages and stuff like that. Plus, every time she goes and gets a scan now, she's got to pay for that. So it's a lot of bills. Yeah, and
it's going to be ongoing too. We don't want people just to say, right, we've done our bit and keep going from there. And I spoke to Kirsten Green the other day about it. She got a little bit emotional. She didn't want to do any sort of talk. That's a part. It does touch so many people. Some people might watch that interview and say, oh, Kirsten was a bit short, but she said to me, please, let's not do it for long because she'll get emotional. And that's where it does affect so many people. We want people to be aware of it. Best way to, if they want to donate, best way I've been sending people is to your Facebook page. Is that the best place to send them?
Yeah, go there and the account details are everything there. We're lucky enough with being a charity that all the money can get donated straight back to Katie. So there's no 7% or any give a little charges and stuff like that. So everything's going back to Katie. Even the Ashburton Hotel over the road here, Stella and Pop, they've been raising money on, and there's some cash come out of there as well. So it's just amazing. Just have a look at whatever with Wiggy Facebook pages, and you can put the money into the charity account, and we'll make sure every cent of it gets to Katie.
And from the Australian viewers who want to get involved in it, there is also an Australian page that's been set up as well, and that is on there. I know that's on there. I might hopefully even put if it's on my computer that I've got with me, I'll put the overlay of it over the top of us right now, so people can find how to donate if they want to. And if you are a friend of hers, again, get back to that mental health. Don't be scared to reach out to her. I know she probably doesn't want a heap of phone calls, but at the same time, you can send a text. Send a text, and it takes exactly, and it just takes 5 minutes, and those sort of things can be well received for her too.
Yeah, definitely. And just on behalf of Katie and Ricky May and Bruce Taylor and myself that have put this together, and Greg O'Connor and all the people that have done a good job, we're really, really proud of you guys out there. It's been amazing to watch you all come together. It's been quite emotional opening up the bank account some nights and seeing $5,000 and $10,000 deposits, and I just think the strength of this industry is always in the people, and so if we can all look after each other as much as we have with Katie on a day-to-day basis, the industry will be in a good space moving forward.
Well done, Wig. We want to get everyone to get behind that, but we don't want anyone ever to, like you say, talk to a mate, lean on a gate, talk to a mate. You don't have to do that. You can just contact, and I can tell you now, I've got a great mate. Every 2 weeks, one of us will send a message to the other one, and it'll get a message back. That's it. We don't talk for long periods of time, but we both know we've got each other's back. If if it's longer than that, well, we talk longer than that. So it's pretty simple to do, isn't it?
Oh, definitely. And like I say, it's all about sharing that load. You got a problem, somebody else will have a solution.
Yep. No. Well done, mate.
Hey, thanks very much.
Hopefully you have a great. Hopefully you have a good day today. No incidents. Everything's easy, and you earn your money easy. Show day tomorrow, so you'll be back there as well.
No, tomorrow I'm actually at the Christchurch show, the Canterbury show. We're doing some mental health work there for farmers and bits and pieces. Might try and turn up after the party and have a beer.
Can't give me a free ticket in. I tried to get in there today. It's just bedlam. Actually, I don't want the free ticket. I just want someone to give me an express way in. It's incredible, that show over there. So, no, well done, mate.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, and keep up the great work.
Thank you very much, guys.